Hey everybody, I'm Rival Jimmy and this is the ExtraDex, where I update old episodes of the Dex with new information from Gen 6, 3 at a time. Let's get to it. This week we've got Zangoose, Tyranitar, and Dunsparce, so let's tackle them in that order. Zangoose has no new trivia to speak of, except that it's neat to see Zangoose and Seviper fight each other in horde battles. It's that nice attention to detail that makes these games so special. But now I'm reaching, so let's move on to battle strategy. The core of Zangoose's set remains the same. A jolly physical sweeper with close combat and facade will take full advantage of his Toxic Boost ability if you give him a Toxic Orb to hold. In Gen 6 though, he gains access to Power Up Punch, which might be a good move to use instead of the common Swords Dance in order to boost his sweep even further while still causing a little damage. It's not necessarily better than Swords Dance, but it's still something to think about. Now, let's move on to the star of this week's episode, Tyranitar. Tyranitar gains a Mega Evolution in Gen 6, and oh man, is it awesome. His design more directly incorporates elements of Larvitar and Pupitar, most notably Larvitar's orange stomach and unicorn horn, and a representation of Pupitar's face on his chest. However, as we learned from the Dex, Tyranitar is based mostly off of Godzilla, and Game Freak wouldn't be Game Freak if Mega-Tyranitar didn't follow suit. Back in 1993, Toho released a game for the Super Nintendo called Super Godzilla, which featured a new monster of the same name who was essentially just a more powerful version of Godzilla. He never appeared anywhere beyond the one game, and he was never officially depicted anywhere beyond his 16-bit sprite. But in 1994, Toho released a movie featuring Space Godzilla, which incorporated many of his design elements. Look at that horn and those shoulder spikes. I guess it's not all that surprising, but isn't it awesome that the Mega Evolution of a Pokemon that's based off of Godzilla is based off of a more powerful version of Godzilla? Way too cool. Anyway, on to battle strategy. For normal Tyranitar, the Choice Band strategy we covered on the Dex still works great. But with the addition of the Assault Vest hold item, which doubles your special defense but prevents you from using anything but direct attacks, a bulkier, more versatile moveset is also possible. Take a sassy Tyranitar, super train it in HP and special defense, and then teach it Crunch and Rock Slide for stab, Pursuit to deal with less bulky sweepers, and either Fire Blast or Ice Beam for type coverage. If you'd rather use his Mega, which boosts his attack, his defenses, and his speed, I'd recommend a Jolly One trained in attack and speed. His newfound speed enables him to use Dragon Dance effectively, which in turn makes him one of the deadliest physical sweepers in the game. Give him Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Crunch, and you'll wreck shop. And finally, Dunsparce. We were all hoping for a Mega, or an Evolution, or new typing, or anything, but nope, Dunsparce is still crummy old Dunsparce. He has almost the exact same move pool as he does in Gen 5, so there's not a huge amount to say, except lament Game Freak's decision to give absolutely nothing to this fan favorite to make him more appealing. But then again, maybe that's the point. Is Dunsparce the ultimate Trollcamon? I'll let you guys decide. And that's it! Zangoose, Tyranitar, and Dunsparce. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and if you have anything to add, leave it in the comments below. I'm Rival Jimmy, and this has been the ExtraDex. See you next week.